Good evening. Good evening. If you haven't already done so, like this and share with your single friends. Let's find my way to love. Chantel Khan. We are about to go into it. For those that may not know me, my name is Dr. Kesha Capers Diaz. Good evening. Welcome to the broadcast. I appreciate you. And this is called Chatting Tea with Dr. D. Everybody got their mugs? I hope so. If not, next time, make sure you have your mug. Amen. Because we are going to chat and we're going to sit and we are going to chat some more. Amen. Amen. Tonight's topic will be online dating. Listen, there's so much I want to share on today. I have so much content that I want to share on today. And I want to feature the website. So, again, for those of you all that are new to the website, new to our dating community, I really do hope that you are able to log on this evening because I'm going to walk through the website on tonight just so that you can have some understanding on how it works and how to navigate it. If you have any questions for those that just came on board, shout out to all of you all that are watching from here, there, and everywhere. We are streaming from three platforms at once. So I just want to welcome all the platforms. I'm going to welcome each and every one of you. And so that you know, if you did not click on that little button, when you begin to chime in, have conversations, speak to me, I won't see who you are or where you're talking from. And so, in order for me to see that, you're going to have to agree with Facebook that it's okay, or actually agree with StreamYard that it's okay to show your name. Okay, that's a part of their process. So, if you've already done that, I see Sister Brown, God bless you. Good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. And then for the rest of you that are watching, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the broadcast. So tonight, again, we're going to be talking about online dating. I'm going to give people just a few moments. So we have such a long intro. We like to give people time to come in and to get adjusted and to get comfortable and all that good stuff, because we're going to be walking through again the I'm Global Dating website, as well as just share pertinent information about online dating and just have the conversation, because not everybody's comfortable with online dating. And again, you have your reasons. I remember the first time that it was suggested to me to try online dating. It was hilarious. I was like, I'm good. So I think a lot of you have had the same, response to the suggestion. And so you're like, I'm good. But we're in a different day and age, because when I was introduced to it, what it was about, I want to say about 12 years ago. So we're in a different place right now in society. We're going through some special times right now due to the pandemic that we are in and the crises and multiple crises that we find ourselves in. And so right now we're having to social distance. And those of you all that are single, you don't want that to stop you, right? Nor do you want it to block you from finding love. And right now, you'll find that there's even, I want to say, Facebook and many other social networking groups that have dating communities. So it's very common to meet people online. As a matter of fact, a lot of the people that God has divinely connected me to, I've met online. I didn't meet them in person. I want to say primarily it started online, or there was one individual that I connected with online that connected me with their connections. But it did start online. And again, it was godly connected, it was godly, divine, and driven. And so God can make it happen. So, an online dating community, I believe, is just one of many methods by which people can make connections, just like you can make connections on Twitter, or you can make connections on Instagram, and all the other social networks. You can make connections, whether it's business professionals. How many have a LinkedIn? Raise your hand. Okay, if you have a LinkedIn, you can even get jobs online. You can even interview online now. You don't even have to go in person. So many things are happening through technology. And so we don't have to be intimidated or afraid to go through the process of online dating. Now, when we say online dating, Does that mean that you can just date online? No, you can take it offline. And I believe that should be the goal, is that you meet and that you eventually establish a relationship offline. Okay. Of course, that's the goal, but it has to start somewhere. Welcome, Jessica. Hey, sister. Appreciate you for watching and for listening. Listen, if you have a single friend, I know you do, you need to share this broadcast to all your single friends. We're trying to target males. That's another part as to why we're doing this, because we want our single men to get on board. We're waiting on you. Our sisters are waiting on you. And I'm going to actually go ahead and I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to go through the website for all of those that are tuning in that are now members of the community. So I really do hope and pray. And for those of you that are watching, if you're a part of the community and if you're not ashamed, you should be proud, honey. You should be proud to be a part of the community. If you are a part of our dating community, please make it known. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Please make it known that you are here, that you are present, and that you're watching. Because you know what? What I would love to do is I would like to feature you. What does that mean? That means that I would like to feature your profile. I just want to show your pic. I might even feature your whole profile because it may be difficult just to show your pic. I probably can do it. I'll probably have to just go in and out in terms of the screen share so that people don't see your information. But I can feature your pictures, and I want to say this from the moment that now we were doing a good job with the recruitment on our own by the grace of God. But I want to say that. After we were featured on Larry Reed Live, I said it was accidental. I was just being cute and I was just trying to be funny, but I believe the Lord was in it when he he picked out my comment. And I talked about the dating community, which is global. I'm global dating. And he actually had that. I actually had the website typed out and everything. I did not know he was going to select my comment, but he did. But as a result of that, our community doubled in 2 days. So I just want to give a shout out to Larry Reed. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, sir, for essentially shouting out the community, even if it's by default. And so we appreciate that. And so let me look at the numbers. We have over, we have over 55. Yes, we have over 55 people in our community, and that's saying something, being that we literally just got started a couple of months ago. And that's amazing. And like I said, all of this happened online. All of it happened. I didn't go outside, even though I had a couple conversations with people about it. And every time I talk to someone, they always say the same thing. That's a great idea. That's great. That's awesome. If I have friends, I'll make sure to let them know. The same response every time I have a conversation. So I cannot wait to the weather breaks. I can't wait to the coast is clear for me to go out and go to your states and start having some mixers or having some meet and greets or having some, all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? Some speed dating and a lot of fun, cool stuff that we can do to help to get people on board so they can become a part of our dating community. Because I really do believe that God has graced us to be able to do what we're doing. And I'm excited about it. So if you haven't already liked this page, if you haven't already shared this broadcast with all of your single friends and families, you need to do that. You need to do that right now. All right. So we are talking online dating, okay? Online dating. Now, in general, let me just give you some do's and some don'ts. We're going to provide some tips for you all that are in the process of connecting with our community or other community. And I'm going to show you the website so that you can see it. And like I said, if you are currently on the I'm Global Dating community and you would like to be featured, let me know. Either you can inbox me and or you can just make a comment. I want you to feature my profile because somebody could be watching. Your Mr. Right could be watching, right? And or he could be already registered online, but maybe he's having some challenges finding you. All right. And so we want to feature you. So if you want to be featured, if you are a part of our community and you want to be featured, let me know and I'll make sure to do that. I was going to let everybody know that they could be featured if they want to, but I wanted to see who would come on and watch the broadcast. So if you are watching and if you want to be featured, let me know. And what I will do is I will go to your page, right? in the community, and I will feature you. Now, listen, there's a lot of beautiful people on I'm Global Dating. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful men and women of God. I want to say that. Every photo that I've liked, I've said, yes, come through, come through. Every photo. And then again, there's some that need improvement. Okay. And we're going to talk about that in just a few moments. So, who am I? Just so that you can have a broader understanding of who I am. I'm just not the admin of the website, and I'm not just a facilitator, but also am certified as a life coach. I call myself a soul coach. We deal a lot with the mind and with our will and emotions. So that's what I like to really call myself. I'm also certified as a Christian counselor. We do that too, motivational speaker. The name of the business is Impacting Mindsets Global. We also go by I'm Global. And so that's what that is, the I, the M, and the global. Impacting Mindsets Global is I'm Global. I'm Global, that's me. And so I am the brand of the business. Okay. And so therefore, that's what you'll see. You'll see an extension of the business. You'll see I'm Global Dating, and there's going to be a lot of I'm Globals in the future. So look for that. Look for that. Now, I know that you all are busy, but I really want you to watch this when you get a chance to watch this. Feel free to watch the replay. And when you watch the replay, just show me some replay love, okay? Just in the comments, say, hey, I'm watching the replay. I want to show you some replay love because I want to make sure that you watch the video. And guess what? After I do this video and I actually walk through all of this, like I said, we're 50 plus strong in the community. And I want to give God the praise, and I want to give you a hand for deciding to become a part of the community. I know that is a humongous step for a lot of you. So I'm giving you the credit. I'm giving you credit. I know that's a huge step. So if you're going to watch the replay, or if you're watching a replay, this is for those that will be showing me some replay love. I want you to, in the comments, when you watch it, just say replay love, okay? Let me know that you're watching it because I want to hold you accountable. Listen, the Almighty gave me this word for the year 2021. This is a year of accountability. Those of you all that are on the website, I'm going to hold you accountable if you watch this, so that you know how to navigate the site. So if you have any questions going forward, I'm going to share the video with you for you to watch it again so that you can get an understanding, because I'm not going to answer the same questions 100 and 1,000 times. Okay, so that's another reason why we're doing the broadcast, because we do realize that there are people that have questions, especially those that are new to the community and new to online dating in general. We know that you have questions, and rightly so. If it's new to you, you have questions. But what I don't have time to do, unfortunately, is speak to everybody all day, every day about the process. And so that's one of the main reasons in which I'm doing this, because it just makes it easy for me. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this to my business page, and I'm going to save it, and I'm going to use this as a reference going forward to each and every individual that becomes a part of the community. You may even just get this, amen, in our mass mailer automatically when you become a part of the community, so that you can just be equipped with the information and with the knowledge on how to navigate yourself through an online dating process. And like I said, the goal for the website is for you to meet and to greet, obviously, and to find someone special that you can take off the site and get to know a little bit better. That is the purpose for it. And my prayers and my hope is that not only does it become a meeting opportunity, but it can be sustainable, that you would grow in love and that even get married one day. I would love for someone to have the story that we met on I'm Global Dating, and we got married and we fell in love. We fell in love and we got married. First come love, then come marriage. Come on, y'all. Y'all know the rest. Then comes the baby, the baby carriage. We don't want to work in reverse. Okay. All right. We want to do it God's way. And so we thank God for the community. We're not trying to discriminate against anybody else or any other community. But I will say that our community members, excuse me, I'm sorry, my nose, sinuses. Our community members are saved. Okay, they are professing to be saved or people of faith. Okay, so that is one criteria, if you will, to be a part of the website. You have to have a relationship with Jesus Christ, right, and be building on that relationship. Okay, that's important because what you will find is those that are a part of the community say they want someone who is God fearing. That's pretty much the theme all throughout. So if that's not you, that's okay. Either you can go to another site and or you can consider converting. That is an option. You can accept Jesus Christ. I know listen, it's always a good time to promote Jesus, huh? God is the CEO of our life and of this business, all right, and this brand. And so we have to always put him first. Time to sip tea. Mm. Again, this is Chat and Tea with Dr. D. Let us proceed with the content, which is online dating. All right. So first, let me provide some tips, and then I'm going to share my screen so that you can see the website. Okay, and we'll go into the website, all the specifics. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for liking and for sharing this broadcast and for tuning in. All right. Now, the first thing about online dating, it is completely safe. Okay. What I do love about this community is that I just didn't just purchase just already set up community. I had an opportunity to customize it. So the community is customized for people of faith. Now, trust me, if you can go to some really raunchy communities that are out there, that do not consider people of faith or conservative people, right? And so when I got it, I did see some content that obviously was not conducive for holiness, righteousness, and God fearing people. So I took all that stuff out, and then I created script and just made some adjustments so that it would fit the type of community and the type of people that we're trying to draw to the community, to the I'm Global dating community. I believe the Father gave you the name. Like I said, it's an extension of the business. It's not a separate entity. It is an extension of my business. So I had to include the I'm Global component. But what I'm starting to see is we do have members that are from other parts of the world outside of the United States. I believe we have a member that's from the UK. Welcome. And we also have a few from Africa. So it is international, and I'm excited about that because if we can make a connection with them, with someone in their community or in their country from our site, that would be awesome. And so I want to say to you, those that are already a part of those countries, I'm going to make a list of all the areas that are represented within our community. So when I begin to solicit help with, which we're going to do towards the end, help with the marketing piece, helping just encouraging you guys to invite your friends and family and to talk about it within your religious communities and your churches and your faith-based organizations. We want to push this as far as we can, especially since we're trying to do everything online until we can get the clearance to go out and really begin to just, like I said, go from city to town, to state, and have representatives in different states that we can begin to advertise this so that we can get more representation from different parts of the country. So I'm extremely excited about that. So it is global, right? We do have a global community for real. We have people that are a part of different countries, and I'm excited about that. And I just want to say, welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're talking about online dating, y'all. It is not scary, and I hope you have your tea because we're about to get into it, okay? This is Chat and Tea with Dr. D. I am Dr. Kesha, right? I'm the facilitator, I'm the host, as well as the soul coach, as well as the business owner and the brand behind I'm Global, impacting mindsets global, and I'm Global Dating. For those that may not know, I see my little sis in the comments. Hey, sis, love you to pieces. Listen, share this broadcast, like it. We're about to go into it. Like I said, everybody's doing it. People may say, well, if it's everybody's doing it, then why do you want to come on board on the same train? It's not. It's a different lane. It's a different lane. Trust me, it is a whole different lane. It is for saved people. I know. I feel you, but it's for saved people. If you were to go on, what is it? I don't even go on these websites. But if you were to go on Tinder, we don't swipe to the left or to the right, but we keep it real. Listen, on the website, I'm going to share my screen so that you can see the website in just a few moments. But before we get into it, I do want to share some do's and don'ts to online dating. We mentioned the fact that it is safe. You know why it's safe? It's because I'm the admin, which means I'm the captain of the ship. I'm the one that I'm the gatekeeper. I determine who comes in and I determine who goes out. So that's huge because oftentimes you don't know who's navigating the ship on these online dating sites. You don't know who they are. You don't know if they're people of integrity. You don't know if they're taking your credit card information. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But if you know me or you're connected to me on social media, a lot of you are connected to me by way of Facebook and or we're part of other groups. So majority of you, I want to say, connected by way of Facebook. So you know that I have a page. I have several pages. I have a business page on Facebook, which has my personal information. So I'm pretty much a real person, as you can see, right? And so that has been confirmed. And also I have my information on the website, which is my contact and all that other stuff. So I'm reachable. Yeah, and if you have any questions, I'm there. If you have any problems or concerns, I am there. That is a bonus when it comes to these sites because oftentimes you cannot reach the people, or you're talking to someone that you have no idea who it is you're talking to. All right, and so you'll have comfort in knowing that I am here and that I am available for your questions, comments, and concerns. And since it is a saved website, I'm a person of faith. All right. And so not only am I going to be accepting you into the community, but I'm going to be praying for you. And I'm going to pray that God makes a way for you to connect with that special someone. Yes, God is concerned about everything, not just about your salvation, but he's also concerned about your personal life. Yes, he is. He's concerned about your money. He has an expected end for your future. Listen, God is vested in you. It's important that you connect with your destiny partner. Yes, it is. That's important to God. And I believe that we're being used in that regard to help to facilitate that, to make that happen. If nothing else, we can help to groom you for your next phase and stage. Maybe this is a starting point for some of you. And so, with that being said, not only do we have the dating community, the online dating community, which is I'm Global, but we also have a Facebook page. Now, everyone that is a part of the community, my hopes is that you all would join the Facebook page because on the page, I want you to clutch your pearls if you had it. Y'all had it a couple of days ago for the inauguration. Go get them same pearls and begin to clutch those pearls. I'm going to be providing, this is my imaginary pearls I'm clutching. I'm going to be providing some free coaching. Yes, for free that normally folks would pay for. And you're not even paying to be a part of the community. It's free. It's free to be a part of the community. And as a bonus of being part of the community, you're going to receive some free coaching. That's amazing. And so, but you have to connect with me on the Facebook group. And the wonderful thing about connecting on the Facebook group is that you'll be able to see if other people are real and legit. But I will say this, everybody that's on there has been vetted. They pretty much are real people. Okay. I've either met them or connected with them or encouraged them to become a part of the community. And so they are real. And so what I will try to do is legitimize everybody that is a part of the community. That's another thing, they're going to be vetted. All right. So that's another positive aspect of being a part of the community. So I'm saying there's so many perks of being a part of the community. You're going to receive free coaching. You're going to be even extended opportunities to come and have social moments and experience social events online and offline. You have the deets with this particular community through me through the Facebook page, but you got to become a part of the Facebook page. That's important. If you just stay within the dating community, you're going to be limited. I'll try to share and the information on the community as much as possible, which that requires for me to send you a lot of emails or a lot of inbox, and that requires a lot of my time. And so I like to kill two birds with one stone. I know people hate that expression, and so do I, but that's the only one that I have for now. So I like to multitask. So if I can do as much quickly and as fast as I can, that helps me because time is money, money is time. Don't you agree? Yeah, money is time, time is money. And so whatever I can do in general, and then everybody can get the same information at the same time, that's the fastest way, in my opinion. So that's some of the other positive sides of being part of the community. It is safe. It's for free. and you can get free dating and coaching, and it will help you with your personal development. Believe it or not, a lot of people need that. You may not admit it, but it's true. And I'm not saying that we're single because there's something wrong with us. Look, I'm single, but I'm single, and I believe a lot of you all are single by choice. The right person hasn't come along. I'm sure your inboxes are being blown up just like mine is by a lot of guys, but they're just not suitable. That doesn't mean that they're wrong or something's wrong with them. It just simply means it's just they're not the one for you. You know, have you experienced that? I know I have. My inbox literally is blown up all the time with people sending me messages about how much they like me or how cute I am and how am I doing and all that other stuff. You get the same thing, right? Yep. So a lot of us get attention from men, but it's just not the one, right? And so we want to meet the one or who God has for us. Love you, prophetess. Good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please share this broadcast with your single friends. And again, we're trying to recruit more men, and we'll talk about that in just a few moments. So listen, we're talking about online dating. We're going to take a sip and we're going to inhale, exhale, because it's going to get a little personal, guys. And I hope you are clutching your invisible pearls because it's going to get real personal in just a few moments. Okay. All right. So in general, when you sign up for the community, it's relatively simple. You just need to go. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Listen, if you want to go right now to I'm Global Dating, I'm going to put that information right now. You can join the community. I'm globaldating.com. So go ahead and join the community right now. It is for free. All right. So that's the first step. And once you join the community, right, you go ahead and go through the process of registering. You're going to be asked 5 questions, right? Those 5 questions are what we would call dating preferences. All right. So you're going to be asked questions in regards to the type of person that you would like or you're attracted to, whether you're open for dating long distance and all that good stuff. So you're going to answer those questions honestly, right? Always answer and provide information honestly. Never skew or lie or fabricate. Be honest and open because that's a part of the process. What happens is it goes into a rubric. And so as people join, because you're going to be looking for your opposite, meaning that there is no option for same-sex interaction on the website, and that's by design. That's intentional. All right. So you're going to be looking for your opposite. All right. And so again, based upon your description and based upon how you, whatever information you provide, you're going to see a list of matches. And I'll show you in just a few minutes. Trust me, I'm going to walk through the site. And this is for those, again, that will be joining the site that's going to have questions. I know a lot of you do have questions. Some of you have reached out, whether it's concerned about maybe you forgot what your password is or your username, or if it's something basic like that or whatever, or we've interacted a little bit. Even some of you I've even chatted with already. I've even offered some free for right now. That's another thing. I'm offering for free. I can go through your page, right? Your initial profile setup, and I can offer you some professional advice in terms of how your page is set up. And that's for free. Now, meaning because we're so young, we're still growing, you know, and I want everybody to start off on a good foot. Okay. So I'm offering this for free. Usually I charge, but I'm offering it for free. Why? Because again, we're new. We just set up a couple of months ago and we're already at 50 plus strong, and I'm excited about that. And so I want to make sure everybody starts out right. And what's happening is there is, just like Dr. Larry Reed said, there's more women than men, right? So because there's a lot of you, okay, we're still trying to recruit more men. So a lot, you're going to have to, now the men that are there are some men that are there. There's not a lot of them, but there are some that are there, and they've already started reaching out about how they can expand and all that other stuff. So they're asking questions because they're trying to make connections. So I want you guys to be ready for the connections. If somebody reach out to you, I don't want them to be turned off by whatever it is that you put on your page in terms of the script, which we're going to talk about in just a few moments. Or let's say if your picture is turned upside down and or you got some stuff in the background of your picture. So we're going to talk about that stuff. And I'm going to be really candid with you. I'm going to be honest with you because I'm trying to help you and I want you to win. All right. I don't want you to just be on there just for the sake of taking up space. I really do want you to meet Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. Right. So I'm going to offer you some advice. Like I said, I've already advised some folks already, even down to the verbiage. even down to the language that they've used. I said, you know what, it would be better if could you take this off? Could you do this? Or maybe can I help you out with the script? So I've been doing that, and it has been extremely helpful and beneficial for them. So I'm offering that to all community members, and I'm putting it out there right now. This is only for a limited time, by the way. I won't be always doing this forever. Like I said, we're a good 50 something plus strong already on the community. Once we get beyond 50 and we go into the hundreds, I won't be able to do this for everybody. So consider yourself special because you're able to get this free service from me while we're young, while the numbers are relatively low. I'm able to give that to you. And that's another bonus and an added bonus to the community. Again, go to imglobaldating.com right now and register. We're looking for more males. We have a lot of beautiful females on there. I can't stop saying that. Every picture that I've approved, I said, yes, come through, women, come through, queen, because you all are representing. You look gorgeous. You're putting your best foot forward. And so I'm here to assist you. All right, so let's get into the details in terms of how you should present yourself, what you should do, and etc. So in general, when it comes to online dating, it's important to be open to the process because it's not an overnight thing and it shouldn't be. Consider this. If you're trying to meet Mr. Right, how long, I mean, up until this point in time, have you been waiting, right? Right? It's been a minute. It's been a minute for a lot of us. Again, by choice. It's not that you haven't been meeting people. It's not that you can't meet somebody. It's just that you have been particular because you want to really meet your Mr. Right. So as a result, there is always a process involved. And that being said, you have to be open to the process. Okay. Now, be yourself. This is in general when it comes to online dating. Don't put on a facade. Don't pretend to be something that you're not. Be yourself because eventually you're going to meet someone. And so if you've kind of, hyped up your profile and they meet you in real life, it's very disappointing and it's very misleading. And nothing good is going to come from it. So it's better that you be yourself up front, and as you should, because you want somebody to love you for you, right? You want somebody to like you for you. You don't have to put on a facade or fake or be phony just to draw people. Be yourself and the right person will come. Be honest. You don't have to lie about anything. You don't have to fake, your pictures. And I get it. So funny. I took some professional photos on my birthday and he was like, listen, we can go ahead and modify some of your pictures if you want. And I was kind of like, well, I am trying to lose weight, so maybe you could make me a little smaller. But no, I'm gonna keep the size. It is what it is. He gonna have to love me with some extra. Come on, somebody. It is what it is. So be honest in everything that you do, whether it's content, whether it's a picture that you're selecting to put on there. Keep it honest, keep it real. I tell you, it not again, keeping it real can go wrong. Let's sip tea on this. Woo, Jesus. Keeping it real can go wrong. So we don't want to keep it that real, but we do want to be honest, but we want to use wisdom, okay? We want to be honest, but we want to use wisdom, and we'll talk about that in just a few moments. Because some of you all are keeping it real, but your realness is low key a turn off. So we'll talk about that in just a few seconds. And put your best foot forward in everything that you do. Be intentional with the pictures that you select for your profile, for the extra pictures that you put up, the full body shots, or whatever other pictures you want to put up, professional ones, you doing something fun. Just make sure that the pictures that you select, you're putting your best foot forward. You're not pretending, you're not putting on a facade. Just catch your good moments, right? Your best side, again, because you're trying to listen. First impression is pretty much essentially what you're doing online. What you would do, yeah, you may be at the gas station pumping gas. How many have met people randomly and you probably thought you looked a hot mess, but you trying to look, I'm gonna go ahead and get some gas real quick. You got your hat on, you just threw on anything, you went to the gas station, you're getting gas, and all of a sudden somebody trying to holler at you. Have you ever experienced that? You try not to be seen, and they're coming on to you. I've experienced that. So in real life and truth, some people will look over some of that. But when you're online, it's a different story because when you're, in real life on, face to face, it's different. because they're going to be also drawn to your mannerisms and maybe the other things that are connected to you and about you. But when you're online, it's just a picture. When you're online, it's just the information that you've shared in terms of the content. They don't have anything else to go by, right? Even when you're offline, they have your voice. You know what I'm saying? There's other things about you that may grab them. It's a smile. It's the way you gaze. It's your shyness. It's other things. But when you're online, they can't capture those moments. They just have the picture and they have the information that you've shared. So it's important that you put your best foot forward, from the selection of your photo down to the information that you share about yourself. It is essential that you do that, because what will happen is, again, since it is a first impression, it'll be one and done. They'll just be like, and they'll just keep moving. You know what I mean? If you're not the one, or if they're not drawn to you, or if they're turned off by you based upon the information that you've provided. So that's important. Now, here's the process. Okay. First and foremost, you're going to register. You're going to go to www.imglobaldating.com and you're going to register. It is for free, free 99. You're going to register. It is for free. When you register, when you supply that information, just give me 24 hours to 48, 24 to 48 to respond to you. Since I often work from my phone, I try to do it as quickly and swiftly as I can. I know some of you are like, man, I just registered. She approved me that quick. It can happen like that, and or I may need more time depending on what it is that I'm doing. So give me the maximum of 48 hours to approve your initial account. So that means that some of you may sign up and you may right away want to put up pictures, or right away want to go ahead and put your content up, or put your intro up, or your set up your profile. You may not be able to do that because I have to approve your registration first before you do that. Some of you have contacted me. You haven't even you even have created multiple accounts because you thought you did something wrong. No, everything needs to be approved by me. That's why I told you guys I vet everybody. Okay, that's why it takes a little bit more time, because it's not an instant approval. Now, if it gets so big, I'm probably gonna have to hire somebody to do it, because I always want to approve it, because I don't want no fake people getting on there. We're trying to avoid catfishing and all that other stuff. So that's the reason why I do that. All right, so give us 48 hours to respond. Again, you're going to complete your 5 dating questions, your preference, your dating preference questions. Is for the algorithm, and the compatibility, which we're going to go to. Look, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go to it. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm making reference to. You're going to create a profile once you're approved, which consists of pictures and content. That's your profile. Pictures and content. You're to answer questions, provide information, give us a little statement or two, and that's it. We're going to go into the Pacifics in just a few moments. And the next step is to join the Facebook page. Let me see if I can bring it up. Now, the Facebook page, let me go on here real quick. Be a part of the community, because I'm telling you, and being a part of the Facebook community, you're going to get so much more. Like, for example, we're going to have, actually, we have an event scheduled for February the 13th. Off the top of my head, I'm providing this information. It is a free event. It's a sip and paint party. So we're going to have a sip and paint party that is hosted by the I'm Global Dating community. This is our first event. I'm super duper excited about it. I'm just going to share the link to the dating community on Facebook so that you can go ahead and like that page and become a part of it. So I'm super duper excited about it. We found an artist, and so right now she is working on the design. And once she's finished, we're going to provide all of our attendees with the outline so that you can begin to trace it close to the date. And then we're going to have pain and we're going to have a good time. So you'll need to join. The next step is to join the Facebook community. Okay. It's the I'm Global Dating website for safe singles. They put the whole thing on there. All right. So that's our dating community. And then, like I said, you'll be approved and then you can go for it. Again, that is the profile. Again, the profile, it consists of the picture and the content. Now, here's my recommendation for pictures. Make sure that you provide your headshot. Okay, your primary photo is your headshot. That's your primary photo, not you standing up. Because what will happen is your torso, the lower part of your torso is going to show. I'm looking at it, so I know. I'm literally going through everybody's. You may not see what I see, so you have to trust my judgment. If you do a full body shot as your primary photo, it's only going to show your lower torso. All right. So your primary photo should be your headshot. All right. And when you choose it, like I said, put your best foot forward. Show your good side, right? Show your good side when you do your headshot, and make sure that you're smiling. I know that may seem weird, but I know what I'm talking about. Especially females. Make sure that you are smiling. All right? Men are attracted to not just your teeth, but they're attracted to your smile. Somebody's happy. They're going to be drawn to a woman who is happy and who is content, you know what I mean? And who they feel that's going to bring them joy or to enhance their happiness. If you are frowning, even though you may think you got it going on, girl, they may perceive that to be an attitude or somebody's going to be trouble. And I know it's all about perception, right? But when it comes to online dating and when it comes to pictures, it is all about perception. So what I'm telling you is what I know to be true. So you need to smile. So shoot. Now again, you can have other pictures where you like, really just working it, having that mean face, that duck lips or whatever. That's fine. But your first, I'm talking about the primary photo. The primary photo should be you looking forward, him seeing your face, and men do the same so the women can at least see you because we're also visual. I think all the time we say that men are visual, but women are too. Trust me, we're visual too. Let them see your face. Let them see a nice, clear shot of you smiling. Okay. Let it be a real smile. Take the photo and then have that be your primary main pick. Okay. And then also, as soon as you can, have a body shot. Okay. As soon as you can. Now, someone contacted me. I hope she doesn't mind. I'm not going to say who, but they contacted me and they said, I'm not comfortable. I'm working on myself and I'm getting there, but I'm not comfortable with giving, putting a body shot on there. Okay. And so I said, no worries. The reason why I want, and I think that because men are visual, and they want to see what you're working with. I'm just gonna be honest. They want to see what you're working with. And confidence is everything. So if you're not there yet, just work on that confidence, right? So you can get there because eventually, if you're going to meet them off, they're going to see you anyway, right? They're going to see you anyway. So if all you have right now is a headshot and you're working on your physical, that's fine. As long as you have other stuff there, that's cool. I'll give you time, but I may reach out and say, is everything okay? Make sure you put a body shot on there because it's important to your potentials, right? That they see you in every way, right? It's important. Trust me when I say it is. And I will say this for those of you all that are not shy, which a lot of you are not, and you have tons of pictures on there, I want to say less is more. I know that we get excited and we want to put a lot of photos up there because we want, to show ourselves in every light, in every situation. We kind of want to show them what we're working with. I want to say that it can be a sensory overload and we don't want to give them too much. We want to create mystery. We do. Because the people are also attracted to what they don't know and they want to imagine. I wonder what she's like in this situation. I wonder what, he's like in this situation. So that's also fun. So yeah, let them, try to dream a little bit. Give them, so less is more. So we're not going to put out tons of pictures. That's an overkill because that could say a lot too. That could say she's thirsty. That could say he's, desperate. You know what I mean? And so we have to be mindful of that when it comes to the pictures. Less is more. A few pictures, maybe again, your headshot will be the primary, a body shot, and maybe another other picture or two, and that's it. Please do not include pictures of your children. Okay. No pictures of your children. If you want to include maybe a picture of a pet, that's fine. If you're an animal lover, that's fine. If you want to include that, but just try to limit what you share until you connect with someone, and then you can open up your life just little by little, bit by bit, because it can be sensory overload if it's too much too fast. And it can say a lot, even when it's not saying a lot, it can say a lot about you in terms of where you are. Now, the content, which I'm going to show, like I said, I'm going to show you, y'all be hang on in there. And I know you may have to watch the replay, and I'm okay with that because, like I said, this particular video is going to be used as a reference guide for folks that are going to be joining the community. We are over 55 plus, and I'm excited about that. And so we're going to double in numbers before you know it. We're going to be over 100, or we're going to have hundreds and hundreds of people. And so this makes my life easy. So that way I can introduce the community and then I can just have it. And if we have some changes, I can do another video. But you staying connected with me online makes it easier because I can communicate with all of you at once, right? And I can share with you everything that you need to know to help you be successful during this process. What did I say first? I said in general, you have to be open to the process. So take my advice. I believe that it will bless you, and it won't be long, but you have to be patient with me and you have to be patient with the community. We literally just started a couple of months ago, right? Some of you all have connected with other communities and you have not met anybody of value, and you've been connected to that community for months. So give me time. Some of you all just became a part of it. Just give us time. Give us time to work with it. And also help me help you. And we're going to talk about that towards the end, that how you can help with the process that'll make it much easier for all of us. All right. The next thing is content. All right. So the content is just the information that you're sharing about yourself. What I will say in general about content is make sure it's fun. Whatever you share, how you share, even your verbiage, the words that you use, the language. Make sure it's fun. Make sure it's short, and make sure it shows your personality. I really wish some of you all that's a part of the community, if you give me permission, I want to feature a couple of you guys because I really do have some great people on the website, and I love the way you worded, how you introduced yourself. You were very playful, you were fun, you were short, you were sweet. Okay, and it was just absolutely perfect. And then we have some, which we will talk about in just a few moments, that need a little bit of help, and that's okay because that's what we're here for. We're here to help you. It's okay, it's okay, we're here to help. Right, make sure that the contents we're making reference to for your profile. Now, make sure that you check your punctuation because people got to read it. Okay. And they want to understand what it is that you're trying to say and what you're trying to convey. So make sure you check your punctuation and your grammar. All right. I don't care how short it is, just make sure that the spelling is okay and that your punctuation and all that good stuff and the grammar is acceptable. Okay. Subject, verbs, agreements, and all that wonderful stuff. The reason why I say that it's really not about education, and then it could be the person that you're trying to draw or attract, it may be a turnoff to them, or and it may be just something simple because maybe you've had your phone and you were like doing it super fast and you made a mistake. So just make sure that you kind of take your time with that, make sure it's right. I will recommend get grammarly.com, get it on your phone or you can get it on your computer, right? So it will check things for you, and kind of give you some signal as to if something has gone wrong. It can highlight some parts that may be incorrect. Okay, that will be helpful as well. Okay, this is for your content. Avoid negative tone. What do I mean? When you begin to describe the type of man that you're looking for, which you will, we're going to go through that in just a moment. I'm going to show you the site. I promise I will. I'm not going to give you this information and not go into the site. I'm going to show you. Make sure that you don't tell him how bad he is before. It's like, don't reference any past stuff, Um, your tone can't be negative. I want a man that's going to keep it real. And I'm just, that's that's negative. The tone is negative. Even though you're being honest about what you feel, the tone is negative, and nobody wants to get a sense that you're either criticizing them or you're lecturing, and they don't want to think that you're boasting, or you're trying to mentor them or you're trying to teach them or mother them. You have to watch for that tone. I know it's one of those things, but trust me when I say. And also when you're talking about yourself and you're introducing yourself, make sure that you don't talk about finances. There's going to be an option, which I'm going to show you in just a few minutes, where you can select your education. Again, we don't want anybody to shrink. Be who you are. If you're an educated person, you're an educated person. You don't have to lie about your education. You don't have to lie about your social economic status or anything. Just don't boast about it. It's a turnoff, whether you be male or female. If you do have a car collection, because maybe you're retired, that's great. You can just say you're into cars. When you start connecting with whoever you're interested in, then you can share those things with them. But give general, try to be specific with some things, but general information is what you're providing. You don't want to talk about finances at all. Please try to avoid it. And the reason why I say that is that you don't want somebody to take advantage of you either. See, that's another piece. You don't want someone to take advantage of you if you are wealthy, or if you're well off, or if you're good. You don't want people to take advantage of you, connect with you just because of that reason, right? And never give too much personal information at once. You got to vet the people that you're trying to connect with, and you have to give yourself time, okay? Pace yourself, all right? Again, you'll have an opportunity to mention your education. Less is more, so you don't have to be redundant, because there are, for example, let me just share my screen and then you'll see what I'm making reference to. Maybe that will help. All right, let me make sure I just pick the right one, because I have both screens up. I have my admin screen as well as my so let me just make sure I'm sharing the right one. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, you see it? Cool. Now, this is my profile, right, that you're looking at. This is I'm Global Dating. This is inside of the website. I'm so excited. This is inside of the website. After you've registered, this is going to be your page, okay? As you can see, the IMG will be that profile. That's going to be your profile pic, right? Your main one. See how small it is? If I was to switch that out and maybe put this picture here, because I'm standing in that picture, it's going to show, it's my waist is going to be like up here, and it's going to show my legs. That's why I tell you, don't put a standing photo here, put a headshot here, is making what I'm making reference to. Now, this is my profile, and it's set up this way. It doesn't have my picture or anything. You know why? Because I'm not trying to connect with anybody that's going to join my site. I am not going to connect with anybody. Okay. I'm not dating anybody that joins my site, so that you know, because that's just the way it is. All right. I'm trying to put it on there where I can be smaller. Okay. Perfect. I'm not doing it. All right. So I'm only here for professional purposes. Okay. So don't holler at the admin. No, that's not cool. Like I said, there's over 55 people on this site, and it's predominantly women, and they're beautiful professional women, okay, on this site. So thankfully, no one has tried to talk to me or anything like that, but I'm just putting that out there. That's why I'm not going to put my picture up. You'll only see admin, but this is me. Okay. That means I see all of your pictures. I don't see your activity though. So you still have your privacy. I never see who you connect with or who you talk to. I only see the conversations that I have with the community. So anybody that I've reached out to, only our conversations, that's it. Here is where you see messages. That's how we talk. Or I'm sending general, mailers out to everybody. That's about the full extent. What you do behind your four walls of your profile is your business. I don't know any of that, right? So that you still have your privacy. But as far as I'm concerned, you'll probably never see my picture here. Remember MySpace, how Tom used to be? We don't even know who Tom was. I'm not going to create a fake Tom, but I just think it's for the best for now, until I'm married. Maybe if I'm married, maybe I'll put me and my husband up. But for now, it's just you're gonna just see, that's it. I'm global. Okay. All right. But this is me, so that you know. Now let me blow this up so I can see it, child, because I'm having a hard time seeing this. Let me pull it up on the other end. Okay, good. Now, what you will see, again, that about me section. Okay, let's go back at the top where it says admin. That's your name. Okay, that's where you're going to put your name, and make sure that you put where you're actually from. Remember, I told you, be honest. Your age, be honest about your location. Okay, make sure that you're clear, because again, if you're trying to connect with somebody, you want to connect with somebody that's in your area, unless you don't mind dating interstate or out of the country. But make sure that you're honest about your location and where you're from. Now, the welcome to the site, you can put anything here. You can change it. You can be like, hey, Mr. Right, where are you? Whatever. You can change that to whatever you want to change it to. But I just put welcome to the site. And then what you're looking for. Thankfully, they put in there for a long time. I was going back and forth with with the individuals that the coders of this that did the custom for this site. And I'm like, at first they had boys and girls. I said, that is so disrespectful to adults. I'm like, how can I change that? And at first they were saying I had to pay additional money to have it customized. I said, really? We have to customize the gender of the people that we're seeking to date? That doesn't make sense. So finally, they put within their FAQs how to change it so I can do it myself. So I was able to finally I finally saw them make the adjustment. They made the changes. They just added. So I was able to finally change. I know I had not a complaint, but it was someone brought it to my attention that, it may come across, and I'm in agreement. So I was in agreement from day one when I saw that. So good. Now we have men and women. Okay. So I'm looking for men, and you can change that. You can change here. Let me see. You can change location, the distance wise. What is the option? You check near me, and if you don't check it, it just says no location. I'm here for me, I'm here to make friends, but you can change that to chat for dating. Okay. And then, of course, the ages, that's your preference in terms of the ages of the men. And I just put whatever random numbers that I could think of. Uh, that's that I will be willing to, deal with, and that's that. Now, as far as the and this is what I was making reference to in terms of it being redundant. Okay, this is your profile. Consider this to be your profile. Act as if this is yours. They have personal information and they have about me. Fill out the personal information. Once you click on that, there's a whole laundry list of things that you're going to have to choose. It's up to you. You can do all of it, you can do few of it, but just do the main stuff, okay? Again, they're trying to get to know you. If they do have a height preference, select your height, okay? I just didn't do it because, like I said, I'm not trying to date on the site because this is professional only for me. All right, so include your height, whatever that may be. Now, the weight, you know, if you want to put your weight, you can. If you just want to, because again, I told you to be honest. If you don't want to put it, I would rather that you just not put it rather than don't lie, right? Just be honest. So don't include it if you don't want to put it. Your body type, you can do that or not do that. That's entirely up to you. Your hair color, eye color, I'll leave that up to you. Just don't fabricate. It says your status, and you can just simply put, what your status is. Kids, again, you'll hear it says, I want kids, don't want kids. Just be honest, whatever that is. Smoking, drinking, etc. Education, be honest, right? Whatever that may be. Your language and your hobbies, and then you'll save it. Now, whatever information is in your personal that you're selecting, you don't have to be redundant and then put it in your about me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you selected, like in my case, I did mention my education, which I have a doctorate degree in education, right? Educational leadership. All right. So in my about me, I'm not going to say I'm a doctorate. I have a doctorate in educational leadership. No, because I've already said that I've had a doctorate. Just use this about me. Literally take a couple of sentences or two just to share about who you are, right? Just a couple of sentences about who you are. All right. And that's it. And even your interests, what are you interested in? A lot of you all said interested in finding a man. We know that because that's why you're on the website. So you don't have to put that. But what are you interested in? I'm interested in this and this and that. If you all want to, talk about love, that's fine. But you can say you're interested in mountain climbing. You're interested in books. And what are you interested in? I think a lot of people got that question a little twisted. So just talk about what you're interested in. You can talk about the type of man that you're interested in. That would be fine. But interested in, yeah, you can talk about whatever you're interested in specifically, or if you want to talk about the type of man, that's okay too. But just be careful with that because you can block your blessing, if you know what I mean. If you're too specific, like he has to be, 6'5", and he has to be 185 pounds, and he has to have blue eyes, and he has to avoid those things. So I would probably avoid going into the interested in and start breaking down the build a man. Don't do that. Just talk about whatever your interests are, whether it's reading, whether it's traveling. Okay, so that part. You can talk about you, just give a brief overview, and you can talk about what it is that you're interested in and avoid describing the type of man there, because what will happen is, like I said, you might block your blessing. Now, let me transition for just a few moments. Again, it's okay to mention education, but it's redundant. Just simply put it in that section that I just indicate the type of education that you have. And even career, like just again, we want to try to make it fun. We want to keep it interesting. And we also want to show a part of our personality when we're completing this. So when we're selecting our words, just keep that in mind. Now, the system, this is pretty much the system. And we're going to walk through some of the things on how to search for uh, uh, our what potential suitors and that sort of thing. We're going to go through that in just a few moments. So I'm going to walk through the system of how it works. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. You have to consider who it is that you're trying to draw to you, right? So when you're using your words, again, make sure that your shout out, the basic part of that, make sure that you're clever and you're flirty. Like I said, welcome to the site. You can say anything. Just make sure that you're clever and you're flirty, with with the one that you're trying to draw. Again, when it comes to the age range, be honest about that. If you don't like younger men, then don't make sure that you're really clear when it comes to the age. Um, Make sure again your about me is short but it's strong, and make sure that your interest again is short and strong. When I say interest short and strong, meaning not beyond 4 sentences, not even three. Because consider this, when it comes to men, there are some men that are avid readers and they like to read, but there are a lot of men that don't like to do a whole bunch of reading, especially they're not trying to read a novel on your profile. Just real talk. And so just keep it short and sweet. Just provide enough interest information that would draw them and attract them to you so that they want to learn more. Again, if you're giving too much, then there's no room for mystery. You always want to create a vibe of mystery, like, wow, I want to get to know her better. If you're putting everything in the kitchen sink in there, you're taking away from their opportunity to hunt. I know people believe in that hunter stuff. I don't, but I'll go into that vibe. Okay, maybe they want to pursue you more, right? They want to learn more. So they want to be intrigued. But if you're providing too much information, it can be a turnoff for some people. Not all, but for some people. And again, avoid duplicating any information. Remember, we said that in the preferred in the personal information, you have this laundry list of options. So you don't ever have to duplicate any of this information once you've checked it. Let me show you. Let's say for a drinker, I'm not a drinker. Okay, I'm gonna save it. You're going to see it. Okay. So anything that you provide when it comes to your personal, I'm going to just take that off because it doesn't need to be there. Can I? Should be able to. Oh, yeah. You can take it off by selecting please choose again, and then it will go off. Okay. And then you'll see it's no longer there. All right. So whatever it's on your personal information that you can select, you don't have to mention here so that you know. So just avoid duplicating any information. All right. And that's it. Now, let's talk about some of the challenges when it comes to online dating. As you know, in this world in general for now, especially in the church world, there's more women that are available than men. Let me say that again. There are more women available than men. The same with the dating website. There are more women than there are men. Now, men, you should be excited about that because guess what? You have plenty of options. When it comes to our women, unfortunately, you do not at this time. So you have to wait. Now, how you can help me is by simply and help yourself is by simply telling your single friends, colleagues, family members, and your church family. Okay, that's how you can help. Now, if you are a person, even if you're married, even if you're in a relationship, and you have single friends and you know they can need some help. Come on, somebody. You know where they are. They've shared with you their sob stories, their dating nightmares. They've shared with you how difficult it is to find love and etc. Whether it be male or female. There might be some males like, man, I wish there was some options at the church, I wish we had more females or whatever the case may be. There are a lot of people that are open to dating people that are outside of their state. They're open for long distance relationships, especially during this pandemic. A lot of that have scared folks. They don't really, they're very careful about, this, about social distancing and all that other stuff. So this is a really great opportunity to meet people, online, get to know them. And then once they've gotten to the point where they're ready to meet them, they can go get tested and etc. And then they can make arrangements to meet. And so that's what I said about the process. But up until that point, they can actually take the time to really get to know them, right? By communicating with them, again, starting with the online community and taking it to offline, right? Exchanging phone numbers. Don't do that right away until you've vetted the person that you're talking to. But after a while, since we do have a Facebook group, you can take it even onto Facebook and connect there and to interact there. I don't mind. But you can meet on the I'm Global dating community site, and then at that point, you can take it. And again, the goal is to take it offline. That is eventually the point. But you can use this site as a safe haven. You can do video here, which I highly recommend that you do because you want to confirm that they are real people that you're chatting with and that you're having interactions with. Maybe the first, initial greet can be, conversations back and forth through message. Then after a while, if the interest is there, you want to confirm that this person is a legit person. Then you can go with a video after that. And then once you've confirmed that they are real, right, through video or what have you, and then after that, you can feel comfortable and give them your phone number, and then you can begin to engage in conversation, getting to know them in that way. But that's what I would recommend. Start from there, vetting them and going through the process. Give yourself a couple of weeks or so just to make sure that the person is who they say they are, and then you can take it from there if you're still interested. But share with your friends and family. What I'm considering is that I have plenty of cards. I don't know if you can see this. Let me get over here. I have plenty of cards here. If you are interested, like I said, if you have a church full of singles, if you have a youth group full of singles, young adults, they have to be 18 years or older. If you have, any other social groups that are single, if you colleagues, people that you work with, family, friend, you can begin to give them this information. And I can mail you some cards. That would be helpful. Or I can create some flyers so that it can get to where you are, because again, we're trying to connect people that are a part of our community to someone that is in their area, unless they're really interested in relocating, and then that's completely fine. But you can just let me know whatever you're interested in, because that part of when we get to know each other, which I'm planning on, getting to know a lot of us, especially those that are going to be participating in our event that's scheduled next month. On the 13th, we have our first event, our mixer scheduled. I'm excited about that. That's our sip and paint party. Everyone is invited. Singles, you're invited to attend. There, we'll get to know you and kind of figure out where you guys are located, because we're still trying to recruit people from that area. All right. So if you're interested in helping the cause, share. Either share the online community, share the website, which is the www.imglobal.com. You can share that. Not necessarily the Facebook page, but lead them to the I'm Global Dating website, okay? so that they can register and become a part of the community. Because like I said, in that way, people can vet, folks and go from there. All right, so that's the share part. Going back to the site. All right, so this is how you navigate it. I'm going to open it up larger. This is how you, and I'll make sure that you guys can see it. See what I see. Okay, perfect. Now listen, now that you're here, let's say you've registered, you're all set, you've completed everything. Oh, yes, let me say this. If you do not provide a photo, and if you do not provide content, if you don't complete your profile page, the system will automatically not make you available in the search. So you will not be active in the community unless you have a profile picture and your information completed. Okay. The system is set up that way. The system is set up that way. So it's nothing personal. Nobody, I don't have a switch behind the scenes that's preventing you from moving forward. The truth is that the system is designed that way. You have to have a profile picture and your content filled out in order to be active. Now, I noticed that some of you all did it real quick just because you wanted to be active, and that's fine. Go back and add some content that's substantive, please. Go back and add content more about yourself, because again, this is your first impression. You're making a first impression. So give them something to work with. If you leave it blank and it's too much mystery, they may not take a chance. They may not take a chance on you. Maybe it's too much of a risk. They won't devote the energy. They at least want to vet you. They want to determine whether you are a match or not, because that's the point. You put the information so that in the rubric, it shows whether you're a match or not. Let me see if I can show you without having to. Let me see if it comes up. Okay, so here it says, sorry, no matches. All right, because I don't have any information, okay, based on my filter. Okay, so as you can see, no information is being provided because I don't have any information provided. So therefore, it won't show up. All right, it won't show up. And this is based upon the information. But I will say this, go to settings. Go to the settings, and you need to do a couple things. Number one, like I said, we have an international community. We have someone that's a part of the community. I believe that's in Canada, and I believe we have someone that's in the UK, and I believe we have someone from Africa, a couple of folks from Africa on the website. So make sure that you put whatever language you speak and whatever time zone that you're in. Okay, choose a city with the same time zone. Okay, that's important to put. And then in terms of your notification, you want all your notifications to be checked, because they will be off and not on. So make sure that your notifications in your setting is set up so that you can receive messages, you can, get new comments, so that, profile visits who's coming to you. May be able to not see who is per se, but you'll be able to notice that there are people that are visiting you, who wants to meet you. You want that turn on, mutual attractions, and etc. Okay, you want to see that, and then you'll save it. Now, in terms of browsing profiles, visibility, use this feature. You need to upgrade your account. I'm going to talk about that in just a few moments. If you need to change your password, it's in the settings. So you can always change your password. And if you need to change your email, you can do that too. And obviously, if things don't work out for you, I believe somebody had a question, can they delete their account? Of course, you can delete your account. All right, so you can delete your account under settings, and you can do that if that is your choice. All right. Now, in terms of, hey, welcome. All right. Now that's in settings. All right, so you choose that there. Now, let's say, let me look at the profile. This is my profile. And of course, if you select album, that's going to just be other pictures that you've added. Like I said, less is more. Don't put a whole bunch of pictures up, guys. It can be an overkill. Trust me when I say it. And also, let me see. Round matches. Do not upgrade your account if you're female. If you're a male, just hold off for a few minutes. I'm in the process of connecting my PayPal account, right? The PayPal account has not been fully connected as of yet, which is something that's on my to-do list. All right, we're going to activate or connect rather, because it's already activated. I just have to connect it to the page so that you can upgrade. Now, as far as the upgrade goes, this is one part of it. We do have games that are connected to this. For those of you all that you were able to watch our launch, we were able to walk through some of the options that we have. There are games, there's 3D games that you can play with the people that are in the community, people that you get cool with, people that you're trying to get to know. There are games. So we have 3D City. And if you want to advance your matching options, again, we want you to do the matching options because it lets you know who is compatible to whatever it is that you're into. So if you're looking for attractiveness, body type, that's why we want you guys to put as much information as you can because it will help to match you, right? Based upon the questions. That's the whole point. That's why I said a lot of you all have nothing, so it's going to be difficult. Somebody's looking for their match. They're looking for someone who's suitable and someone who is compatible. If you don't put any information, right, they have nothing to go by. Now, they can take a chance and still try to holler at you or talk to you, but that's the whole premise of the site, to kind of get to see if, who is more closer to what it is that you're looking for. That's the whole point. It's not just looking for a pretty face, but it's also other things that may be important to them, right? All right. So again, you do this when you upgrade. If you want a more of an advanced match, you upgrade. Who likes you? Again, you get to see a full list of people who would like you, and again, you can just, it says who like you. You can see that here too, and point them out to your visitor page, right? You have that as an option too. Browse other profiles, and to see, again, you can go to other people's pages as well when you upgrade. Message receipts and etc. when you upgrade, and you can kill the ads when you upgrade, and you can also video chat. And this is something that I made mention to. Once you get to that point when you're interested in whoever it is that you've contacted several times, and there was a couple of interactions, and it seems like the person was as equally interested in you, right? You want to go next to the video chatting. Why? Because you want to confirm that whoever it is that you're connecting with is legit. You want to vet them to make sure that they're real. If they refuse to do the video and they just don't, I mean, ever, never, it's one thing to set up a time to do something, do a video chat, and it's just not a good time because let's say they're busy or they're working or something like that, and they have a little, real legit reason. But if there's always an excuse and you can never schedule anything and they're trying to avoid you seeing them, then that lets you know that's a red flag. So if you cannot confirm their identity by them video chatting with you on our website, this is safe. You don't have to take the, because once you get them on your Facebook, they'll see all your friends and family. They'll, you don't want people in your business like that. So this is a precautionary measure. By being a part of the community, you can play it safe. That's why I said it's safe. You can video chat with them through the community to determine if they're legit and who they say they are. Once you do that, and again, you still see that you're still attracted to that person, they're attracted to you, there is a mutual common thing going on between the both of you, then you can begin to take it offline. You can give them your phone number and exchange numbers, and then you can begin to communicate via text or whatever the case may be on another site or offline, period. Okay, so that's the goal, but you need to take the time to get to know them before you take it to the next level, right? And so that's why it's important that you go that route. We do have packages, as you can see, they're relatively low. A month for $10, that's low for a dating website, extremely low, and it's by design. And you can do the same here. So that's your upgrade. And then you can also boost your profile. The same thing. You just get credits and points and whatever. That will show you more people faster, right? So it's just an opportunity to show you more people faster. All right. And then etc. And also that part. Let me see. And this will be your credit. So let's say you did buy those those points or whatever, you'll see your credits here. Let me look at something else real quick. There was another search. Hold on, there was something else. Mm, there was something else. But you can search. If you do search, make sure that you broaden your search because you may not see anybody in your area right now. Like I said, now based upon where we started, like I said, I thank God for you guys that came on board additionally that are still rocking with us. I know it's been slow going, but it really hasn't. We started out with a few people a couple of months ago. Guess where we are in numbers? We're at 55 people right now, and that's in 2 months. And so to God be the glory. So we are growing. And like I said, there are some amazing people in the community. And I wanted to feature some of you all if you came on tonight. But I see that some of you all may be watching the replay instead. But if you want to be featured, I can feature your profile. It's up to you. If you want folks to know that you're there, I can feature your profile for those of you all that are part of the community. But what I will recommend is if you have any single friends, especially males, men, if you have any single friends, recommend the website. We have some beautiful women on the website and they have brought their A game. I'm telling you, I was more than happy to approve their pictures because they're absolutely gorgeous. There's some queens on there, I'm telling you, and they are amazing. So make sure that when you choose your profile pics, this is as a review when it comes to the content that you're setting up for your profile. As you can see here, I don't have any pictures or anything on my profile, and that's on purpose because I'm not going to meet, I'm on here just for professional reasons. I'm not here to meet anybody. Oh, yes, I know, honey. No worries. I'm gonna set up the PayPal soon, so don't upgrade yet. Give me another couple of days or so. I'm gonna be working on connecting the PayPal so that people can, especially you guys, because you have a lot of ladies to look through. There's a lot of options for you guys that are on here. I literally try to tell y'all need to start looking and start meeting and mixing and mingling right now because we have so many beautiful women on here now until it's ridiculous, and all you need is one. And there's like 50 plus women on here. I'm sorry, if you subtract the men, yeah, there's still 50 something women on here because there's more women than there are men, unfortunately, and they are gorgeous. But we are in the process of building the community, like I forestated. So, ladies, be patient with the website, be patient with me. All right. I'm grinding. Trust me, I'm grinding. The fact that you're here shows my grind. So, I'm really trying to get a lot more men on board. And that's why I'm going to be asking you because I may do a feature maybe every week. I may feature a particular profile just so that we can show the men, especially the men that are in my inbox, what I do because I'm not interested. The Lord gave me a timeline and he already told me that it's somebody I already know. So I'm essentially just waiting on God to manifest his will concerning my dating life. So I am not going to use the platform that God gave me for dating for me. That's why I made the conscious choice not to put my picture on there because I'm not trying to attract anyone. I have not barely filled out anything. That's why I don't have any matches, and that's by design and that's with intent. But as far as you are concerned, we're looking for men. So help me help you. If and help your other sisters, okay? So if you or brothers, help them out. We're looking for men right now. So if you have any single male friends, invite them to the website. We have, like I said, we have plenty of women, beautiful women that are there that are just waiting to be found. Okay. Trust me when I say this. I was more than happy to approve their pictures. They're gorgeous. All right. So invite your male friends, ask them to join. If you want some business cards sent to you so that you can, again, all you have to do is set them in a Starbucks. Set a stack of in a Starbucks in your community, so that they can join the dating website, and male or females. But we want to go to places where we know men are, a gun range, whatever, a golfing facility, wherever, depending on the type of men, the type of quality men that you're looking for, that you want your sisters to connect with as well. So you're looking out for yourself as well as others. If you want some business cards, inbox me and I will mail them to you. Okay. I'll mail them to you on my dime. It's a lot of on my dimes here, huh? I'll mail them to you on my dime. And like I said, put them in, take them to church, put them in the bathrooms, tell the other brethren, ask the deacon, could you put a stack of these in the bathroom? Listen, listen. Be a blessing. Be a blessing. Listen. Go to a restaurant. Ask a male friend to put some in the bathroom, for the men's room. Okay. As you travel, put them. Listen, we're trying to help everybody out. We're trying to look for men, so we need to go where men are, and that's just keeping it real. All right. Go to some upscale. If you're looking for someone that is at a certain social economic status, then that's where you need to go to attract them. But we're looking for single men, right? That has been a challenge for us. Well, we believe God is going to give us a strategy, that we're going to be able to solve our crisis, solve our problem, with there being more females than males on our site for now. But I'm excited about the opportunity. I'm excited about the fact that, I mean, the fact that we're over 55 plus people in the website is extremely exciting. Everybody's excited. People have been inboxing me from since the moment they've gotten on how excited they are. And so I'm just asking for you all to help me help you. And this is the best way that you can help. Either I can mail you some cards or you can just simply share the website information, which is I'm globaldating.com. You can share that on your page. I can also tag some of you all on a flyer that you can share, or at least you'll have, the tagged flyer on your Facebook page so that your friends can see it. And we'll again have mixers. We do have a party, which is an online event scheduled for February the 13th. It's our sip and paint. I'm excited about that, aren't you? It's going to be fun. So I'm hoping some of the community members also participate in that, because it will give them an opportunity to mix and mingle and to meet some of the other members on the site. So that's it. I know this is long. You can always come back and rewatch it. You can watch it bit by bit. Take your time, and take notes. If you have any questions about the dating community or what to do, we are here to serve. So essentially, if you were to try to upgrade, let me do it. I haven't set up the PayPal yet. I'm trying to do it. Let me just select one package and then upgrade. It's going to navigate you to PayPal because that's the only method of payment that I'm using right now. They have all these other methods, but right now we're going to use PayPal, and it'll say $3, one package for the week. If I proceed, it will say it's not set up. Well, let me see where it takes me. Okay, so it took me that far. It's going to take me to it's going to say log in, return to merchant. Okay, because it hasn't been set up as of yet. BKB. So hasn't been set up yet because I still have to do it, but I'm just kind of curious of how far it was going to take me. Okay. All right. So we'll set it up so that you can upgrade and you'll and not have any problems doing that going through that process with the upgrade through PayPal. And that's it. Any questions? I'm showing you all my business. Let me not do that. I forgot I was still sharing my screen. Any questions? So I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate you for listening. For those of you all that just came on, welcome, welcome. Feel free to watch the replay. We actually went through the whole process for online dating. Let me just give you some precautions of how to move. Just some warnings. Number one, never give out any personal information. Obviously, some things are common sense. Never give out your social security number. Never give out your bank card information. Never, no problem. Never banking information. If someone asks you for money, let's say you did started dating someone. Let's say you did interact with someone and you're interested in them. And let's say they're from another country or something, or even if they're in the United States and they start asking for money, you don't give them. I know the God in us wants to help people, but you really have to use wisdom. Yeah, you really have to use wisdom. And so I would say for now, decline. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to do that based on the rules, because this is a general rule for interacting on the site that's not permissible. Now, what you do after you connect with them, I'll say use that same wisdom after you, but while you're on the dating site and you're making a connection, the rule is do not give out any money. Okay. So if you want to use that as an excuse, you can. Okay. So let's say you start dating someone and let's say, oh, my car broke down. Don't like, oh, well, how much do you need? And offer. Don't do that. Just say, you know what, I'm sorry to hear that. I will keep you in prayer. If they say you're not going to help me or send me any money, say it's against the rules, because it is. Okay. You're not lying. It's the truth. It's against the rules. Okay. Because we want to help you guys. We want to help you to avoid from being catfished. And also, we want you to avoid being taken advantage of or any type of fraud or identity theft or anything of that nature. We want you to avoid that. All right, so don't talk about finances, meaning on your profile, any information. I didn't have a chance to read everybody's about me or introduction verbatim. I haven't had the opportunity to do that, but I am offering my service to help people with their script. Within your script, do not talk about how you're well off and how secure you are financially. That is a setup. Somebody will either try to connect with you just to take advantage of you, and people know how to use their representative enough to get what they want from you. They'll manipulate you if they can. So I want to strongly recommend that you not talk about how well off you are or how secure you are financially. At this juncture, it's really none of their business. It's only their business if they become husband material or wife material. Then it becomes their business. Up until that point, it's really none of their business how much you make and that sort of thing. Now, yeah, they can ask about the type of work that you do and everything like that, but just use wisdom when it comes to that sort of thing. Because again, you don't want somebody to connect with you for the purpose of financial gain, or financial security or anything like that, unless they're wife material or husband material. That's different. That's a whole nother conversation involving when it comes to relationship with finances. Let me see anything else. If they're unwilling to reveal themselves, meaning they're unwilling to video chat and they're unwilling to really I get if you're doing dating and it is a out of state kind of thing, and that's different if they can't meet up with you face to face because obviously they stay out of town, but they should be able to do something on the phone. They should be able to video chat on the computer. They should be able to do those things. If they keep refusing to do it, then you have to leave them alone. If they're refusing to confirm who they are, then you're just going to have to let it go and just, count your losses and dust yourself off and try to go ahead and make other connections. Try to do multiple connections at once. Don't be shy about it. I think sometimes we put our eggs all in one basket and we say this has got to be the person and that's it. No, just open yourself up to the possibilities. Again, you want to go with the person that is the most suitable for you and compatible, and then make your rounds, but base it upon the matches. Base it upon, but that's why I'm encouraging everyone to fill out the content, because at least that way you'll know just how compatible you are with individuals before you make a connection, before you reach out and to introduce yourself and that sort of thing. When you introduce yourself, that's a whole nother conversation. So we'll talk about dating a whole nother time. Like, what do you do once you make that connection? I've actually done that. I've actually did a topic on that. It's actually on my YouTube. I may even share that. As a matter of fact, I'll share that conversation because I did a couple of talks, podcasts on dating online. Actually, I really did. I have those videos. They're on my YouTube page. What I will do is I'll share it with our dating community. Once you've made the connection, then what? Okay. I've already outlined step by step on what to do when you make the connection. Our I'll share that on our Facebook community page. Okay. So you can go here to our Facebook community and you can like the page if you haven't already done that. We went through that at the beginning of this live. We talked about what to do after you registered and all that good stuff. You need to like our Facebook group page, because that's when you're going to get the extra information about dating and relationships, and you're going to get coaching from me for free. So you want to become a part of that community. It is essential for you, especially if you want to be successful during this process. Stay connected, get all the information that you can, glean all the information that you can, so that you can prepare yourself for Mr. or Mrs. Right. So if there be no other questions, comments, or concerns, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. No problem. It is my joy to provide this information, because I believe that it's going to only provide success. If you have any challenges with your passwords, of course, you can just simply let me know, and then I can initiate, meaning you're going to have to take the steps to initiate the system. If you're having problems that route with it, I'm just going to have to confirm your identity. And after I confirm your identity, I'll be more than happy to give you your password information, and or you can confirm your email, and you can confirm your username. If you forget your username, you can confirm your email and whatever other information that we can use to confirm your identity. And then I'll be more than happy to provide your password if you forgot it. I forgot my password a couple of times, so I get it. I totally get it. So that's it. This is again Chat and Tea with Dr. D. My name is Dr. Kesha, and you are also welcome at any given time that we go live. Yeah, and this is I'm Global Dating. This is who is sponsoring this particular event. And yeah, I'm excited about our now, and I'm excited about your future. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If it's any questions in regards to the website, please use the contact portion at the bottom of the page to contact me. Any website related questions, don't ask me on Facebook. Okay? Only ask me Facebook related questions. If you have questions about the Facebook page, ask me on the Facebook inbox. Inbox me through Facebook. Any Facebook related questions. But if you have any content related questions, system related questions, or problems, reach out to me through the website. Okay? Are we all clear? Are all hearts and minds clear? I hope so. Yeah, so that's it. I'm super duper excited. Like I said, if you want to help out, we're trying to connect with more men. If you happen to be a male, and you have some friends that are single, we have some beautiful women. And you may say, well, I like to hunt, I want to chase. Listen, let me help you. Let me help you. A lot of you are going in circles because you don't know where to go to find good quality people. And I'm trying to tell you that we have good quality people on our site. There's over 50 something women that are beautiful and that are professionals. I don't know what else and how else to tell you. Yeah. So, you men that are really looking for a solid relationship, and women that are not trying to play games, that are ready to be found, hello. I think we're a perfect place to go to make some real connections. All right, let me read this comment crystal clear. I just shared the video on my page. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your video, or this video, on your page. I appreciate that. All right. And so, in the meanwhile, in between time, I'm going to be going through all the profiles just to try to figure out where you guys are at all around the country and even the world. Like I said, we have a few folks that's international. We have someone from the UK, beautiful woman of God. We have someone, I believe, that's from Canada, if I'm not mistaken. There's a few gentlemen from Africa, I believe one from Kenya, and I forgot the gentleman, but he's from Africa. I forget specifically where. Specifically where. Yeah, and so there's people from here and there and everywhere. And so what I will do is, on the group page, I'm going to create a post asking people where they're from state-wise. And then what I'll do is I'm going to start a international campaign for recruitment, and I'm looking for men. I'm looking for men. So ladies, sit tight, relax, work on perfecting your profile page, adding some beautiful pictures. Make sure that, again, all the suggestions that I recommended, rewatch the video. I'm not going to rehash it. Just be mindful that you're trying to attract someone special. So you want to put your best foot forward. In the meanwhile, I'll work on doing the recruitment, and I'm going to launch, like I said, an international campaign based upon our members and where they're from. And I'm going to be doing some vigorous recruitment, specifically of males. Like I said, you men, you have plenty to go. You can start now. You're probably just waiting on me to set up the PayPal right so that you can upgrade your account. That's all you need to do so that you can, again, broaden your search and see who is available and who's compatible in terms of your likes and your interests. Who would be the most compatible. That's who you're going to be reaching out to from there and seeing who's available on the website. And if you have any issues with trying to make that connection after I've upgraded the system to receiving PayPal payments, if you're still having challenges, let me know. And then I'll be of service even the more for you in any way that I can to help. All right, guys, that is it. I've talked enough. I'm excited. And like I said, I'm going to share this video to those that were not able to watch live on tonight because maybe they just didn't have the availability. And or I'm going to share it to the website or redirect them to the pages that they'll need to watch the video so that they can get the information as well. And if there be other questions or any other concerns that I have not addressed in regards to the dating community or dating online, period, yeah, feel free to hit me up and ask the questions. There will be other lives that we'll do pertaining to dating and relationships. I believe there was someone that wanted me to do a live on men and how they go in and out of our inboxes. For example, there's a few guys that always inbox me every blue moon. They'll inbox me scriptures or prayers, or they'll send prophecies or whatever, and they'll just come in and out every now and then. They'll come back and forth. I'm saying you'll never land anybody special doing that. It's a lot of people that don't know how to date, and it's unfortunate. And so I think that some folks could use some relationship tips. And so that's what we will provide. And maybe that would be of some service or help to those that need it the most. It is a turn off. It's not attractive at all when you do that, because I know that you're not only doing it to me, you're probably doing it to 50 other women. And it's and you're not getting the reaction that you want because it's not working. It's not attractive at all because it's not it's not being received, or it's being interpreted as being disingenuous, and you don't want to come across that way, but that's how you're coming across to most women because they're thinking the same way I'm thinking. And you want to know what a woman thinks, don't you? They're thinking, he's playing games. That's what they're thinking. So that's not working. So I would recommend maybe going this route because it may be a little bit more helpful, because in that way you'll appear to be more sincere, versus going in and out of people's Facebook DMs, sending them prayers and prophecies, telling them that you're their husband. Maybe you should go this route. Maybe it'll be more sincere and you'll actually meet somebody that may be as interested in you as you are interested in them. All right. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for liking this video. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you, each and every one of you, for your support and your root of confidence. We are growing, and I'm excited about it. And I'm also excited about adding more men and having more success stories of people getting in relationships. I'm looking forward to folks saying, yeah, we're getting married. We met on global dating. I'm looking forward to that. I am really looking forward to that. And I'm excited about that. So that's it. I think I've talked enough. Have a good night. And I will share those other videos on the Facebook page as soon as I get off of here. And that's it. I'm going to enjoy my treat and call it the night. You guys have a wonderful night until next time. Bye.